Well, welcome to an episode of Cooking with Jerry at midnight. Still got the death in the lungs, trying to get it out. It'll happen eventually. We've been having a few beers. This is where you pause it and get your favorite drink. So pause it. Okay, you back. Have a drink with me. Sit by the campfire. Tell some stories. Put your feet up in your favorite chair. And then I'm going to cook something, eat it, and go to bed. We're at the cabin by the creek. This is a lower campfire. What I'm going to do for you today is we're going to do a Grand Marnier and maybe beer marinated Worcestershire sauce, deer tenderloin, cooked in butter in a cast iron pan, chicken fried style. But I might barbecue it first. That's my way of doing it. So let's get the show on the road. We're also going to have, you guys know how I like to tell stories. So we're going to have a little chit chat about PTSD. Huh? So let's get on this. Let's marinate first. Let's take this guy off. Let's kneel on him. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. What do we got? This is our little tickle trunk. Oh, look at that. Okay. Butter. Worcestershire. Deer tenderloin and flour. And a file. Get your cutting board set up nice and flat. Use a second piece of wood to make it nice and flat and even. Is the mic working for you guys? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when I upload the video. All right. That should be good. This is that deer, that big old buck my dad shot. So this is deer tenderloin. If you don't know what deer tenderloin is, when you look at the spine, both sides of the spine have thick bands of meat on humans, on every animal. So this is the band of meat. This is a big buck. So that's a wide piece of meat. From one side, this is just a little chunk. This piece of meat was about, I don't know. Oh, look at that blood dripping everywhere. This piece of meat was about 2.5, 3 feet long. We cut it into chunks. So we got to take off this sinew part. Let's put this in the fire and save the earth a little bit. You can't cook this sinew, like it's just too tough. It'll give you the shits, and you'll just be chewing it forever. And this is a big old buck, so it's super tough. So it's like you're filleting a fish almost. Start your corner and just slice her down. Peel her back. If my dog was here, I'd give her this big piece of sinew. But this is a tender, tender piece of meat. It looks like we're wasting a lot, but that's all tough stuff. Let's give that to the coyotes on the river. Okay, so what you're left with is a big piece of meat. Like there's no fat in that. It's just tender meat. It's one of the best cuts of meat you can get. We're going to tenderize it. Oh yeah, she's yeah. I'd say she's tenderized though, right? Okay, take your tray, put your meat in it, get your Grand Marnier. Santa brought me this in my stocking. So basically, I went to the liquor store and I bought myself some Grand Marnier and put it in my own stocking. Hey, cheers to all you Santas out there. Okay, I got my flour pre-mixed with pepper and salt. Worcestershire sauce and Grand Marnier. That's our marinade. Open, man. I got blood all over my hands, so I gotta clean it off. Open sesame. Oh, this one's not cracked yet. That's a big old bottle of Worcestershire. Just a touch. Okay, where are we at? We're gonna let this sit and stew for a bit, marinate. The next step is I'm gonna put that right on the grill. So usually people will just put it in flour and fry it up, but I want to sear the meat and I want to get some taste of the campfire in it. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put it in the flour, and then I'm gonna cook it in butter. Oil gives you the shits, so I like to cook my stuff in butter. Anyways, while we're waiting for that to marinate, let's talk a little about PTSD. So I was thinking, I was like, should I talk to people about this, or, it gets personal and that, but you know what? I'm 50 years old. I don't give a shit what people think of me. So let's talk about it. Some of you are struggling with it, I'm sure, so you can relate and maybe it'll help you. But PTSD can happen for anything, any stressor in life, any stressor. For me, it was, and this is 16 years ago. It was a breakup of my marriage, and that hit me hard. And when something like that happens to you, whatever your stressor is, you think you're doing okay and you get through it. Eventually, it takes a while. You think you get through it, and you think that you're the same person. But what you don't realize, you ain't the same person. People around you see that you're not the same person, but you don't see that you're the same person. You come out of it a different person on the other side, and it affects you for life. I'm telling you, this is the time of year that it happened to me. And it's almost like I dread every year it comes around. 16 years ago, and you think, you're over it, whatever. And then your brain's like, hey, knock, knock, knock. Hey, motherfucker, remember it's that time of year? How about I play with you a little bit? Hey, let's dabble in this dream a little bit. And the dreams are so vivid and so real. It's like you're in reality, and then you wake up and it's like, fuck. Hey, everything is awesome. And then it's like you wake up. It's like, motherfucker. Why, brain? Why you got to do that to a guy? So people that go through PTSD, that's what it's like for them, whatever their stressor is. And some turn to alcohol, because for me, if I have a couple beers at night, that I know that may or may not make me not dream. And I found for a couple years I did CBD for a couple drops of CBD under the tongue, and it would give me straight sleep through and not dream, and I wouldn't have those couple Januaries it got me through. It wouldn't give me that PTSD. But you know what? You wake up in the morning and you feel groggy, you feel like shit. And so that's why a lot of people that come back, military guys or police or whatever, come back from service and they're hard drinkers. There's a reason for that. They ain't gonna talk about it. They ain't gonna open up to you. But there's a reason for that. They gotta sleep, man. Because when they sleep, their reality is when they sleep, and it fucks with them. But man, oh man. Funny part is, I was a registered nurse for 26 years. These hands held a lot of dick. Now, I like the ladies, a lot. But these hands held a lot of dick, and it's like, why isn't that giving me PTSD? Why would my marriage thing give me that? Like, I'm over it, but it just keeps fucking with you, right? The brain does what it wants to do. And it's like, when I was a registered nurse, it's like, I'm a hooker. You know, you get paid for holding 26 years of holding dick. You get paid for it. It's a job. So maybe that's why it didn't affect me. Regardless, the brain will do what it wants to do. I hope you liked story time with Jerry. Now we're going to get to cooking. So that marinated a bit. But yeah, PTSD is a motherfucker. That's all I'm going to say about that. And let's just have some more beers and eat. Okay. She's marinated up good. Now this is going to fire up with all that alcohol. So let's, gloves. Where are my gloves, guys? Where did I put my, every time I do a video with you, I lose my gloves. Are they in my jacket? Guarantee it. Not in that pocket. All right. All right. Let's do this. Start heating that up. Get the steak over there. Okay. Here we go. Showtime. Okay. Dump that. We're going to put a little, we'll splash it with beer just before we take it off. So what we're going to do for there now is we're going to put in flour next. Get the pan hot. Butter's going to go in there. I got frozen deer on my axe. It's like a sushi deer. Okay. That's searing a bit. That's hot on the fingers too, guys. You can see she's a little hot. Yep. It's going to come off right away. We need half the butter for one side and half the butter for the other side. Oh, that's nice. I like it. Okay, we're going to take this off. We got some char flavor. Put it in there. Sprinkle a touch of beer. Puts most of the flour on. Okay. Let it soak in. Let that flour soak into the moisture in the meat and all the cracks and crevices. So it's like a gooey mess. That's what you want, a gooey mess. See that sticky, gooey mess? Oh, this is going to be good. I don't know what to say. Let that sit for a bit. Sprinkle a little more on. Press it in. Okay, the butter is starting to cook down. I'm going to need one of these gloves. If I forget this, I'm in trouble. Ah! Yeah, I don't need this little grill anymore. Cook that butter down. Oh, that's soaking in nice. All the crevices. A little more flour. All the parts. Oh, why do they call it chicken fried? Because it looks like chicken after? I don't know. I'm not wearing my glove. You're supposed to say, put your glove on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to burn yourself. You can't go to a hospital. You're out in the middle of nowhere. That's what beer does. Whatever. A little more flour. Save the earth. Burn that there. See, the wind's, it's okay. The wind's pushing that way, so I'm not getting the oil from the plastic into my pan. Don't worry about it. Oh, we got a good amount of butter in there. We're almost ready. Oh. Okay. See, oh, masterpiece. This is a masterpiece. Oh, I'm going to get every bit of flour pushed into every crevice. Okay. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, the butter is all melted and ready to go. She's hot. Let's do this. Let's do it right. Flatten it out. See that little chunk? It's a little. There's a little bit of dirt and stuff on it. That's okay. Let's break that piece off. There. Oh man, oh man. What do I say to that? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's like I said, I pre-mixed it with salt and pepper. Now we're going to let that cook through, crispy up. And right when before we turn it, we're going to put the rest of the butter in there, because butter's not like oil. It'll kind of absorb a bit more. You got to have it hot, but you don't want to burn your butter. You got to keep an eye on it. I got flour over my coat, over everything. Okay. Oh, this is going to be good, guys. It's going to be real good. Let's take it off the heat a little bit. Back it up. Cast iron pans will maintain the heat, so if it gets too hot, just back it off and let it cook for a bit. Is that my beer done? You can see it's still sizzling and it's not on the heat. Back and forth. I'm old and it's hard on the knees here. I'm going to build, for my upper campfire, I'm going to have a big fire pit. I'm going to build a stone fireplace. I'll film it for you guys, and I'm going to build a stone cooking, like a slat, like a top, so I can cook on it. And then there's going to be, I'm going to make like a bread oven as well, a stone bread oven, so I can cook on the flat stone top, put into the bread oven if I want, or put right down by the fire below, all in one shot. It's going to be nice. This is crisping up real good. Move it off the heat for a bit. Take it off. You know, when you start seeing blood come through, then you know it's going to be time to flip. Okay? I don't see that yet. So we'll just have a sip of beer in the meantime. Anyways, if my story about PTSD helped any of you, or you can relate to it, you can feel free to tell your messed up stories below. If it helps to get it out. It's not being a pussy nowadays to talk about it. If you're a dude, that's okay, man. Okay, let's put it back on the heat. Huh? I can see blood coming up through the crevices of some spots. Back on the heat for a little bit. I'm gonna eat the hell out of this. Okay, take it off. What am I gonna use to flip that? I got tongs over there. What a beautiful evening. Beautiful evening. Oh yeah, the blood is starting to come up through the cracks a bit. I'm gonna flip it soon. Oh, let me get my tongs. Oh. Remember how to see if they're tuned in? They're good. Anyways, that's getting hot. Remove it. You don't want to burn your butter. I asked my niece, she's 16, to do some. She's a great guitar player. She's a picker, like Willie Nelson. She loves Willie. I asked her to do some intro music to my videos. And when I can figure out, I'll download some, I don't know what you call them, apps or whatever, to do introduction music and all that. I'm going to use her music for the channel. You guys are going to love it. She sent me a video. Man, oh man, she's talented. So that'll be coming. I'm going to add music to the intro. Start getting a little professionalized for you guys. I don't know if you can see this. Blood's starting to come up through a little bit of it. We're going to flip in about a minute or two here. Okay, back on. A little bit of butter, huh? Quarter pound. Oh yeah, butter that down. All right, some over here. Oh yeah, the blood's coming up through. So we're gonna really get this going. A lot of butter. And oh, did you see all that? And we're gonna flip them and crisp up the other side. Oh man. I'm using salted butter here too. Oh. What do we got? Grand Marnier marinated. Worcestershire marinated. Deer tenderloin chicken fried. Okay, let's do this. Oh. 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 I think I just blew a load in my pants. Oh. I don't know what to say. It's crispy, buttery. Getting on midnight. It's probably about -10 Celsius. The wind has died down. It's a little bit. I'm by a hot fire. I got deer sizzling. I got cold beer. Man. Gotta live your life, guys. You gotta live it. Okay, let's take it off the heat a bit. See that? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, golly. That's good stuff. That's the good stuff. You know what we're gonna need is we're gonna need a serving tray soon. Ah! Ah! What do I got? See how your mustache gets cold and retains water and beer and everything, and they're a pain in the ass, but they're awesome. Two of my buddies are going through shit right now, and I don't wish what they're going through on anybody. And I love you guys, man. Fuck. Some of you are going through some tough fucking times. When you're a dude, it's just fucking you, man. Nobody's there to help you through it but you. You gotta fucking pull through it. You understand me? You gotta pull through it, man. Some people will use this opportunity to leave you when you're at your weakest. You march on and pull through it. Sad to say that, but that's the shit that happens, man. Enough of this depressing stuff. Let's eat some chicken fried deer tenderloin and drink some beer. Oh, love of God. Remember, when you take meat off, let it rest. Crisp the hell out of it and let it rest. Because when it rests, it finishes cooking and the great juices go back into the meat. Take this off for a bit. Cool it down. You don't want to burn your butter. The moon is right above me through the trees. It's pretty cool. You got to be careful though, because if you let it cool too much, the grease or butter will soak into the meat, make it soppy. So keep an eye on it. Cooking's like, what do I always tell you guys? Cooking's like love. You got to pay attention. Hey, you don't pay attention, you're going to fuck it up. Love and cooking. Keep an eye on it. Oh, you can't hear it sizzling probably because I got the mic on me. The fire's crackling. The butter's sizzling. The beer's flowing. Oh, All right. Mustaches. Freezing up. You take that off the heat for a bit. Okay. Is it done? It's solid. Solid and crispy. That's what you want. Turn it over for one last cook off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we good now. Oh, we so good. Oh. You try to go to a restaurant and get some butter pan fried deer tenderloin marinated in Grand Marnier and tell me what you'd think you'd pay for that. What, like 80 bucks? Come on, man. We are in a gourmet lifestyle right here by the creek. Cabin Creek living. That's where it's at, man. Damn, boy. Hey, right there, right in the pan. Oh. Okay. I think it's good. Yeah. I'm going to take it off and let it rest. Put some wood on the fire. See that? Oh. 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 I think I'll say something for my daughter for once. She's going to love this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let your pan rest. Look at that. Look at that, man. Oh. Okay. Let's put some wood on that fire. What a masterpiece in cooking. Seriously. Hey, y'all. I gotta take a piss. So let's let the meat rest while I'm taking a piss. Oh, dear baby Jesus. It's not like a beer piss. I'm looking out at the moon and the riverbank, and the snow. It's until when you're living in the moment. Let's put another piece on there. Okay, got my beer, got my plate of food. I don't know if you can see that. Chicken fried, oh, deer tenderloin. Oh, by the campfire with a beer. Oh, God. Let's do this. The big one? The big one? Why not? Oh, you can hear the crunchy. I'm in heaven. I'm not even finishing chewing it. I'm just swallowing it like half whole. Do you see all the chunky parts of like the where all the flour is? And this is one of the best things I've ever cooked. Is it? Or is it the state of mind I'm in? Oh, it's good. Oh. You know when you go to a good Chinese restaurant, you get good crispy ginger beef? That's the level it's on. That Grand Marnier was killer. And the butter. I'm not gonna eat it all. I gotta give some of this to my daughter. She's gonna lose her mind. It's so crispy and salty and buttery on the outside, and then it's tender on the inside. What a great night. Like really, what is better in life? Which piece was I eating? This one? I got parts of my long mustache stuck in my teeth. Oh, right there. Ow. You guys, Go get yourself a 30-06. Get yourself some about 165 grain ammunition. Go blast a deer right in the dick and do what I did. You'll enjoy it. Oh. I gotta figure out how to take this home to my kid tomorrow. Put it in the frying pan? Yeah, I could do that. Okay, let's do that. Honey, I did the dishes. Just smoke it. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna eat some more of that. That piece right there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure as hell did. Oh God. Venison, deer, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm gonna sit by the fire, have some more beers. Oh, I almost fell over. Oh, so good, so good. Awesome. Okay, guys. Thanks for hanging. I will see you next time. Oh, right on.